So they say the point dx5, that's a coordinate, x5 lies, and they say it in the second quadrant. It's in the second quadrant. So you know where the quadrants are? Okay, if you think of the quadrants, first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. These are the quadrants. We do it in trigonometry as well. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Okay, with your x and your y axis. So they gave you a clue that the point D lies in somewhere here in the second quadrant. That's what they said. And then they also said that determine the length or determine the value of x if C, the coordinate C is 1 and negative 2. So we know now that C has an x value of 1 and a y value of negative 2. So that means C lies somewhere around here. And the length of DC is square root of 53. And D has a y value of 5, so it's way up here. So let's say D is somewhere around there, and then we need to find this length. D, somewhere in the second quadrant, with a y value of 5. C has an x value of 1 and a y value of negative 2. And they told you that DC, from D to C, is square root of 53. Now you need to use this information to find out what is the length of x. Okay? So if you think of the distance formula, you're obviously going to start by using the distance formula. So the distance formula is, okay, DC is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Remember I said rather use, instead of xi and xb, rather use x2 and x1. Because we're not always going to have a, b. Sometimes it's DC or PQ or whatever. So the point is, you subtract the x values, you square them. You subtract the y values, you square them. Okay, and you need to add the two because it's like Pythagoras. Okay, so let's see now. The x value there is 1. The x value there is x. So we're going to say, and remember we know what DC is. It's square root of 53. So we can put it in. We can say therefore square root of 53 is equal to 1 minus x squared plus negative 2 minus 5. Negative 2 minus 5 squared. Does that make sense what we did there? DC is square root of 53. It's given. Okay. x2 minus x1 is x2 minus x1, 1 minus x squared, plus y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1, negative 2 minus 5 squared. Okay, so we just substitute what we have. Okay, everybody happy? Now we need to simplify and solve x. So the rest is algebra. Okay, it's just basic algebra. Okay, so we're going to say, take the square on this, square this side and square this side. Remember when you take a square and you square it, they cancel out. So this side becomes 53. This side becomes 1 minus x. 1 minus x plus 7 squared, which is 49. So it looks like there was a lot that happened now. But think about it carefully. The square root and the square cancel out. The square root and the square cancel out. So you're allowed to do that. If you have a square root, you can just square it. But then you must do it both sides. Okay? Now, what do we do here? We just took the 1 minus x squared and we expanded it. And the negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7. Squared is 49. Okay? Everybody happy up to there? Now the rest is very basic algebra. Okay, from grade 9. So now we're going to say, multiply it out for 53. Let's leave it there. 1 minus x plus x squared plus 49. So now we can say it's going to be x squared minus x, and minus x is minus 2x. 1 plus 49 is 50. If you take the 53 over, it's going to be 50 minus 53 is negative 3. And then you're going to say x minus 3, x plus 1. So x is equal to 3, or x is equal to 1. So I'm doing this fast because this is what we've done already. Okay, in grade 9 and 10. The first part of grade 10. Algebra. So which one is the right one? 3 or negative 1 actually? Yeah, negative 1. Because it's plus 1, so it must be negative 1. So which one is the right one? The 3 or the negative 1? What do you guys think? Because remember, they said it lies in the second quadrant on this side. Okay, the second quadrant is on the left, where x is negative. In the second quadrant, it's where x is negative. So then you can say that's my correct answer. This one is not going to be applicable. You can just write not applicable. So my right answer is x is equal to negative 1. So I solved x.